Say hey, Yellow Jacket fans. Welcome to the Coach Clay Stephenson Show. It was a rainy, wind-blowing, long game on Friday down at Creekview against the Grizzlies. First of all, we'd like to thank Engineered Floors, Sonic, Locklear Plumbing, Mohawk Industries, and Dr. Kenny Holloway at the iPlace, located next to the track at Calhoun High School. They're at 101 South River Street in Calhoun, 706-629-4578. Just walk through the yellow front door and you can get all your eye prescriptions and eye issues taken care of. Long night. It started off, weather was beautiful going down there, but it didn't take long. With about 8:11 p.m., the winds blew in and had to be at least 40 miles per hour. We tried to get the game started once. That didn't take. And at 11:05, you're back on the field.
Yeah, it was a long night. Definitely a long night. We that one kickoff that we'll see in a minute.
Yes.
Kind of boomerang. It was going backwards and it was coming down. But long night. Every time I guess we go down there, it rains. So
Yes.
may not want to go down there anymore. But it was a long night. You know, the kids had to endure a lot. I guess we were in there for roughly 3 hours or so, waiting to play. I felt like they came back out and played hard, played to the final whistle, just couldn't quite get it done.
Yeah, I thought the enthusiasm and the energy by the Yellow Jackets, and give credit to Creekview too, that they came out ready to play also. But coming back after sitting there from 8:11 p.m., we went out on the field once to restart the game, but the lightning came back, and as soon as the guys did a couple stretching moves, a couple running across the field, back in they were sent, and then we stayed there and for it seemed like an eternity. 7:30 kickoff, and you get back on the field at 11:05 with 8:43 left in the first half. Then we get a 15-minute halftime break, and you got to rewarm the guys up again. And it was a trying atmosphere, but it was a test to the will of the Calhoun football team on how they played. And I was impressed with the size of the number of people that stayed from Calhoun.
Yeah.
You looked over at the Creekview side, and it looked like there were 22 people over there.
Yeah, it was a tough night for the fans as well. You know, they all scurried there when the rain blew in, but now I guess they just went to their cars because they just showed back up after the rain, and were able to play in front of a few fans anyway.
Yeah, it's if you've ever seen the Field of Dreams movie, as the winds blew in and the rains came, all we could see was taillights going away from the stadium because the Creekview stands emptied in a heartbeat. And of course, a lot of the Calhoun fans went to their cars. But on a game that started on Friday and ended early Saturday morning, we're going to take a look at the first half highlights here. And the Yellow Jackets came up on the short end of a 17-7 score. It's pretty nice weather right now, Coach.
Yeah, it was. It was nice, and it was really hot during warm-ups.
Yes.
But it was ended up being a nice evening right before the rain blew in.
Yeah. And folks, when the rain blew in, the wind was really, really strong. It ripped up a couple of tents that the Yellow Jackets had for the coaches and for us broadcasting people. Kickoff goes down, and we watch it go out of bounds. The officials are going to have a little difficulty getting set up here, but eventually they're going to spot the ball at the 35-yard line. Whereas 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, we'll take it there every time. You know, they tried to sky kick it, kicked it out of bounds on that first one.
So we hand the ball off to Hunter White. Tough sledding there. He picks up a couple yards, going to make it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, it was we were several runs were one block away in that first play there. We were pretty close to busting a good one.
Yeah, and Hunter's got good speed once he gets to the B level, gets back to that linebacker level. 4-2-5 defense by Creekview, and then they came. We're going to get to see this later on in the season, particularly from Adairsville, and
very good.
A lot
defense.
of blitzing.
They were solid up front. Had a couple of really strong guys that were tough to move, but we strode a little bit early, kind of finding the timing. We have a new center, a new right tackle, a new right guard from what we had Monday, but
Yes.
it was. I feel like we did a good job adjusting as the game went on.
Yes, we're battling some injuries, which we'll talk about later on. It was a constant movement on figuring out a starting offensive line. Drop back to pass after that penalty, and that pass goes incomplete.
Yeah, it went backwards there on that first drive. Was not what we want. But now we got a few plays under our belt and able to punt it to the defense.
So we're going to bring Carlos Lopez in to do the punting. Snapping will be Bo Kelly, and we're going to kick this ball away. Nice job of fielding that low snap.
That was a good job. He did a great job of punting.
So they're going to take over at their own 48-yard line with 10:21 left in the first quarter. This is their first possession of the ball game. They're dressed in dark blue. We're in our visiting whites. Their quarterback is very deceptive, very quick feet.
Yeah,
fast.
he was. He's very good. He's getting recruited by several teams. In fact, Reinhardt's offered him. He went to Reinhardt on the way down there to eat, and they were talking about how good he was.
Exactly. Reinhardt would be tickled to death to have him. He may even go a little bit higher level.
Yeah, he's a good player for sure.
Yellow Jacket defense has been strong right here. We've given up 2 yards after the first 2 plays. It's 3rd and 8. The black shirt defense bowing their necks. Quarterback rolls to the left-hand side, throws the ball downfield, and it's going to be incomplete as he threw a little bit behind. And we force them on a 3 and out.
Yeah, it was a good job of like I said, forcing a 3 and out after we kind of traded 3 and outs to get the juices flowing. The defense flying around and pretty good coverage in the back end.
Yeah, they had a little Australian rules style kicking. Fielding that punt for Yellow Jackets was McCaden.
Yeah, McCaden, he did a good job.
Keeping that roll from taking us down inside the 10.
He did a good job all
And he
night.
took a big hit on that, too. Yeah. So it's 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at our 23-yard line. Motion. We're on the tunnel screen out here on the right-hand side. Nice block on the outside.
That was a good job on McCaden, throwing it to Cameron Penny.
Yes.
Or block for Cameron Penny. Trace Hawkins is in at quarterback this time. Cross was in the first series, and Trace is in this series.
Which is going to be a little bit of a theme maybe for a while.
Yeah, it was a good start. Got a 2nd and short.
Hand off to the running back. Hunter bangs and follows Atha's Animals across the 30 up to the 35 for a 1st and 10. Yeah, it was a good run, good block.
It was. Moved chains after the first drive was good. Gets to another 1st and 10.
Yes, 1st and 10 here from our 35-yard line. And as you said, Trace Hawkins and Crossland are doing the alternating at quarterback. It's Trace's turn on this series. Give to the running back one more time, and the ball pops out, and they're going to be able to jump on it and get a turnover here.
Yeah, had a little hole there off the line. Doing good. We got Trey Perkins at center. Aiden Veal, Peace Taylor, Bo Kelly, and Grant Prine, I think, were the 5 that were in that series.
And then, folks, it's been a struggle since last Monday's practice to get a unit that stays together without getting banged up.
Yeah, starting on defense there with the linebackers, got Clayton Gold, Blake Hammond, Alec Upshaw. Did a really good job on the first drive. There's a good tackle there by Blake and Clayton. Kenneth Hudson starting at Rover. Jaden Perkins and Jake Jordan on the edge at corner, McCaden at safety. Hunter White at stinger. Hunter's playing. A lot of these guys are not coming off the field, trying to get a little water at the break and going right back in there.
Yeah, and right now it's hot and humid. They've got a nice drive going here. They hit a quick hitter up the middle and get it inside the 15 down to the 10-yard line where it's going to be 1st and goal.
Yeah, up front we got Trey Perkins, Sager Quinn, and looks like Aiden Adcock in there. I can't quite tell. We roll them in and out a few times.
Sager's gotten bigger too. Good-sized lad. They run off tackle, get it down to near the 5-yard line. They're going to end up spotting that ball at the 3-yard line. We had a penalty after that, wasn't there? That moved it down to the 3?
Yeah, I think we got a 1st and goal in there.
Yeah, 1st and goal. So their first play, they bang it off right guard. It's going to make it 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. They're knocking on the door. We're going to get a nice play by the black shirt defense right here. Oh, there you go.
Good job, Clayton Godin on the tackle, and
Clayton is
Tell
just
up front, maybe Trey Perkins.
Energizer Bunny. He is all over the field. 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. We back him up a couple yards. This is where this quarterback gets dangerous with his play faking and his quick feet.
No doubt.
He rolls to the right-hand side, looking for a receiver out there, and then we push him out of bounds, and we almost got a nice rush there by Hunter White.
Well, it was a good job of, anytime you got 1st and goal inside the 5 and you can hold them to a field goal, keeps you in it.
Yeah, this, even though we're going to give up 3 points, this is a win-win situation. Like you said, 1st and goal from the 3-yard line, and we're only surrendering 3 points. Waiting for the snap and a right-footed soccer-style kicker. We got a good rush on a high snap, but he does get it. Got it through the uprights with 4:14 left in the first quarter. We're down 3, but like you said, good defensive stand. Yeah, and it was hot and humid at this point of the game.
Yes, it was. It was. Both sides were. It was struggling because you don't get to practice in heat too much, and you get out there and play the game. The Sky kicked it again to Baylor Johnson. So we get a few yards on the return there.
Yeah. Baylor ran that ball hard up the sideline, took a hit to the lower leg there.
Had one here, just got a little pressure and couldn't quite get it. Connected, but we'll come back to that play in a little bit.
Yes, we will come back to that play. We had to get Baylor out of the game after he was doing the blocking there. Quarterback drops straight back.
It's a nice throw, nice adjustment on the route. From Cross to Amari.
Yeah, Crossland is the quarterback, and Amari, number 3 on the Chattanooga Times Free Press Sports page, Dirty Dozen, number 3 rated player. And when you've got 85, when he's involved in the offense like he is throughout the game, he's pretty tough to defend.
Yeah, good things can happen, for sure.
You're right. One receiver left and right, wing to the left, hand to the running back, goes to the right-hand side. Did a good job of stuffing it after a 1-yard gain. Going to spot the ball at our 46-yard line.
Yeah, again, we keep one or two blocks away several times.
Offensive lines, you ask Coach Ather, any line coach, it's familiarity between each other.
Yeah, no, I thought they did a good job. Especially as the game went on, did a better job. Got Rice Holson back in at left tackle now. We were running. Trip Steele was going out to snap, but his helmet came off, so we had to put Trey back in. He had to be out for a play, even though we called timeout there. So Trey had to come back in and snap again.
Which is okay with Trey. He'll get her done.
That's right.
Quarterback rolls the left-hand side. This is Cross, and they got a big rush on him, and they're able to bring him down with a sack. Pushes the ball all the way back to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, his first several drives, we can't get behind the sticks for sure. Can't turn the ball over. You can't get behind the sticks, and that's what we're doing here early.
So they get us on a sack, brings up 4th down from our 35-yard line. And Carlos Lopez in to do the punting.
You got Bo Kelly snapping. Carlos is the punter. Did a good job for us.
Yes, he did. Carlito's got a strong leg. Gets this one up in the air, high hang time, and they field it at their 36-yard line after the punt. So they'll put the ball back in play with about 7:34 left in the half, or first quarter.
That's a good job there. It was a good throw, good catch. Had pretty good coverage there, and they just put it in a tight window.
Yeah, to bring up 2nd and 5, Grizzlies are going to take a timeout. We're back at it here. We're 2nd and 5 from their own 42-yard or 41-yard line. Yeah, and this is where that quarterback's dangerous, when he decides to pull the ball and then he gets downfield quick.
Yeah, they do a good job up front. They're big and strong, and to me it was a really good matchup up front with their offensive line and our defensive line and linebackers.
Yeah, you can tell both teams have been in the weight room quite a bit. Quarterback pulled it, faked the sweep to the right-hand side, got around the left defensive end, gets it inside the 30 at our 39-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Got trips on this side, a little motion out of it. Quarterback looking downfield, and then he takes off.
Yeah, got good pressure on him, and then that's what he can do well.
Yeah, he found the seam. And give the athlete credit. So this begins the second quarter. We switch sides of the field. And once again, the quarterback just going to run a sweep, naked bootleg to the left-hand side. And right now we've got one of our players down. That's Clayton Goad.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to have to go to the sideline.
So we got Bo Kelly stepped in, jumped in the right guard on Tuesday, and now he's starting at linebacker as well. Did a great job for us.
Yeah, we're keeping the left-handed shooter from the basketball court busy right now, snapping the ball, etc. They throw a pass down the middle of the field. It's incomplete. We had nice coverage downfield.
Yeah, we're on 3rd and long. This is a big play here. I feel like momentum's kind of just not on either side yet, and they run a good play call here and pick up the first down and then some. To me, that kind of changed the whole outlook of the first half.
Yeah, it was
in the front there, and it's still 3-0, but.
It was 3rd and 11. We get a stop. They're not going to kick a field goal.
Yeah,
they're going to try to pin us in.
there.
Yeah, they're going to punt the ball. But they run a running back draw there, and they get a first down inside at our 14-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. Little motion from left to right, hand to the running back, and there's a nice, the quarterback pulled it out of his belly and took off downfield.
Yeah, did a good job on the option. Worked hard on that this week.
It's
The last 2 weeks, but it was I had people there. They still got 6 yards, 7 yards.
Yeah, the quarterback ran the option, pitched it to the tailback, and got it down inside the 10, where it's going to be 1st and goal. There's a good play, good penetration by the defense.
Yeah, I can't quite tell. I think that was Aiden Adcock.
Is it 62, I think, wasn't it?
52, yeah.
52. Yeah, we scrambled to put together the film for this because it was a tough night to do anything.
That's right.
So they line up, it's 3rd down, just inside the 10-yard line. Running back makes a nice move in the backfield, able to get downfield just inside the 5. They're going to make it 1st and goal from the 5.
Yeah, that's two 3rd down conversions there that if we could had a great play call there and just couldn't quite wrap him up behind the chains. But
we tackle the running back from behind. He gets it down to about the 2-yard line where it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 receivers left, shotgun formation. Give it to running back one more time, and he drives into the pile, and is able to push the pile into the end zone. They get a touchdown. Yeah, 2 3rd down plays there. We had a chance to stop the drive, but give them credit. They were able to convert. And this is a nice, physically strong team, much like ourselves.
yes, they're very, very strong, very well coached. Knew that going in.
Yes, you did.
This is when the storm moves in here. I don't know if you can see it, but the
It's-
crowd is gone. The wind is blowing.
Well, the wind is, it was like, it had to be at least 40 miles per hour. And as you watch his kickoff, it's coming from the left to right, which is north to south on this field.
Yeah, it worried me. I almost called timeout here because I knew we were about to stop play.
Yeah.
I was worried to death that they were going to get this kick because it could truly go anywhere.
Well, he gets it off the tee, and it goes up in the air, and then it just stops, and it starts coming back to them, and we run up, and we take a hard hit there near the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it didn't have a flag initially. Can't for whatever reason, but they got together and talked and gave us one.
So this delay came
After this play, this was the
Yeah.
last one,
Yeah.
and they call it right after this.
You know, this game was a little chippy from the beginning.
No, it was, but it was. So this is the first play after the
4.5-hour delay.
That's right. Well, yes, that's correct. So this is at 11:05.
11:05. Yep.
Roughly.
Yeah. So we tried a couple times to get it off, and the Yellow Jackets had the ball, and off we go. And right now, it's not too bad. The
Yeah.
wind's not blowing
No, it's
anything.
not
It's
too
not,
bad.
it's not raining real hard.
8 minutes to go in this quarter.
Yep.
4th down, really big play here. What we tried to hit earlier, but came back to it for a huge 4th down call, 4th down conversion. sticks.
And plus a penalty against Creekview at the end of the play.
Yeah.
So we've got it down at the 25-yard line.
Good run here by Hunter White. Good blocking up front. I think Adrian Mashburn was in there at W, sealed the edge, and Hunter made one guy miss and
took off to the races. And that's a track team. He was with Coach Brant Murray this past spring.
That's right.
And increasing that speed. Snap from Bo Kelly out of the hold of Trace Hawkins, and Carlos Lopez puts it through the upright. And right now, we got us a ball game.
Yeah, exactly what we wanted to do after the huge delay. Came back out and scored a touchdown, made it 10-7, and now we're rolling.
What do you do during a delay that's like 3.5, 4 hours?
Watched a lot of film, and it's hard to you can't keep teenagers locked in. So it was but I thought we did a good job. Came back out.
Sky kick down to the 26-yard line. Good coverage. You get about a 7-8 yard return, and they're going to put the ball in play at around the 33-yard line. Yeah, I don't care what age group you are. How do you keep somebody entertained for 3.5, 4 hours?
It was tough. We were running out of food. We went ahead and gave them the post-game food we had. It was
because they do like to eat.
They do like to eat.
All right, 1st and 10 for Creekview. They run a sweep around the left-hand side, and every now and then, one of the series the defense dominates, another series the offense dominates for either team, and it's just one of those up and down games. But as you can tell, folks, looking even in these dark uniforms, this team's been in the weight room with Coach Trevor Williams and his coaching staff.
No doubt.
Quarterback drops back, throws one downfield, and it is complete.
Yeah, they ran a little post wheel and did a good job on the throw and catch there. Had pretty good coverage on the back end. Just made a good play.
Exactly. 2 receivers to the right, running back to the right. We got double coverage out there on the wide side. They hand off to the running back. He pounds over right guard and gets it down near the 20-yard line.
Yeah, this is the drive. I feel like we just took momentum back. If we could, get a stop here, that would be great. Defense is playing tough. I feel like both defenses, when we came back out, took a drive or two to get the juices flowing. Yeah.
So they're at our 15-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left, and the receiver to the left is a tall, lanky kid. He looked to me about 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he's tall. Good job there.
Stuff him at the point on the left side.
Yeah.
Give to the running back on the right-hand side. That's where they fake the flare out to the left with the other running back. At about the 6-yard line. We jumped off sides, just a little anxious.
I think that gave them a 1st and goal.
Yes, it
3rd and short.
Yep.
So that's their 1st and goal from inside the 5. We held them to a field goal once.
Yeah, well.
Scored a touchdown with the last one. Doing the same here.
We're trying. They're going to have 2 receivers to the left. Going to go unbalanced to the left-hand side with a wing and a tight end on the left-hand side. And they just pulled out of they lined up like they're going left. Quarterback pulls it out of the running back's belly going left, and he goes into.
Yeah, that was a huge drive for them.
Yeah.
They kind of take momentum right back from us. This is before half.
Yes, we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, before the real halftime.
Yeah, before the delayed halftime. Yeah, so, I mean, we're getting close to midnight, folks.
Yeah.
I mean, close enough not to worry. I mean, it's going to happen. So they kick off, squib kick, and it goes out of bounds. We're going to take over at the 35-yard line. Clint, Roger, and I, we got booted out of the press box, so we're walking on the sidelines with you watching this game and enjoying the atmosphere. 1st and 10 for the Jackets from their own 35-yard line. We got cross-land the quarterback, hand off to the running back, and he is tackled in the backfield for a loss.
We got Tripp still in at center now. I think he snaps for the rest of the game.
Yes. Yeah. Nice sized young lad. Quarterback dropped straight back, looking downfield.
Yeah, took a shot there to Justin Beasley, and he had it for a long time in that end of that play, and had it even when he hit. I think when he rolled, it came out.
And they ruled incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was incomplete. It just it looked like he had it for a long time. Just couldn't quite secure
Yeah,
it.
from where I was standing on the sideline around the chains there, I was surprised, and all of a sudden, yeah, there's the ball laying on the ground.
Got him jump off sides there.
It was a good pass, good route. Cross fakes to the running back, rolls to the right-hand side, tries to get it into Imari. They had good defense on that. They had him surrounded.
Yeah, they did. They got unsportsmanlike conduct there that gave us the first down, which was a huge play. I think it was, like you said, it was chippy, but it wasn't in too bad of a way for most of the game. But I think he said something there right in front of the official. And
I think the official heard it.
yeah.
Yeah. Two receivers to the left. Give to the running back the right-hand side. Cross lands still in a quarterback.
Yeah, defensive line's just they're pretty tough right there. They're tough to block. They're strong and can move really well. So
We throw a screen, slow down the blitz, and there's a nice run by Hunter White.
yeah, really good job out there on the edge by Penny and the offensive line getting out there. Bo Kelly had a good block as well.
Wide receiver left and right, wing to the right, running back right.
Yeah, getting stuffed a little bit, but good job of getting back to the line of scrimmage.
He did. Yeah, sledding gets tough at times. Wide receiver left and right. Look to the right-hand side. And either
Yeah, just
quarterback threw the wrong place or the receiver ran the wrong route. Take
Yeah,
your pick.
just had a little miscommunication
There you
there.
go.
Got pressure in his face, so it really wasn't too bad of an incompletion.
Exactly, right. We got double wingback formation.
Try to freeze it here and just kind of see what they were doing and call a timeout coming after we freeze it.
Got the running back lined up on the right-hand side, and this is, like Coach Clay said, we're going to take a timeout here and talk it over and send the guys back out and get everything settled down. We're at their 32-yard line. We trail 17-7 at the moment.
That's correct.
17-7 at the moment. And you wouldn't believe how bad the weather was if you look at the screen right now. Imari in motion out to the left-hand side.
Yeah, this is what we wanted. Great throw, great catch. Cross had pressure in his face, one-on-one out there, and cut off for a touchdown. Unfortunately, it gets called back for holding. Brings up 3rd and 20.
The unique thing about that, you took the timeout. Imari had already split out there. When you came out of the timeout, you put him back near the formation and sent him out in motion, so he only had single coverage.
Yeah, it was just didn't quite have what we wanted to the first time, but
It worked out well. Find Imari on a crossing pattern at
they
their
got
35.
Blake Hammett there on the catch.
I'm sorry, Blake. And they spot the ball at the 34-yard line. It's 4th and long.
Yeah, they call timeout here. We're trying to motion and get them moving. They call timeout. We're in no man's land here. You know, we're not gaining too much with a punt on 4th down from here.
Wide receivers to the right, 2 of them. We send Imari in motion from left to right. Then send him up the side on a little bit of a wheel route and just can't find him. Had double coverage on him.
Yeah, we had pressure in our face. It's 4th
Yes.
and long. We're just trying to give them a chance. It was just got some pressure there.
They come out with a running play and then break it on a playoff right tackle and get down the left sideline, and that really flips the field position for them.
Yeah, that was the last play of the
First
half. So, you know, that last drive there, you're in no man's land with, I think there was 23 seconds left on that 4th down or somewhere, maybe 17 seconds. So,
Yeah, you were down.
Don't want to punt. Just want to try to give us a chance to maybe get down there in field goal range. Then they had one play there, and they thought they could have 2 plays, but the time ran out as they were getting tackled there.
Yeah, exactly. We were watching from the sideline, and right then the weather wasn't too bad compared to what it was earlier. we get I believe a 15-minute timeout or
Yes,
a halftime.
15-minute halftime, after we've just been in there for 3 hours. But we, get in there and regroup as well, and watch a little bit more film, and the kids were ready to go. They were ready to just keep playing from the first half.
Yeah, I wondered about that. Is there no choice in that? Could both coaches get together and say, hey, let's just keep going? Because it's close to midnight.
Yeah, Mike could have, but I don't know if they gave us that option. But,
Yeah, I don't know if it's an option either.
But we took advantage of it and got in there and made a few more adjustments and came back out the second half and I thought, played well for that last 8 minutes of that quarter.
First quarter,
and then second half,
quarter.
I thought we played fairly well.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to take a look at the second half highlights. They're coming up here. Jackets on the short end of a 17-7 score. Opening game for both the Grizzlies and the Yellow Jackets. We will be kicking off since we received the opening kickoff. And
yeah, wanted to kick it deep the first time, but we were coming right back from that break, and he couldn't get it quite loose. We skied it earlier, but he was able to use that halftime to go out there and get it loose.
There you go.
So came back out and kicked it in the end zone.
17-7 deficit for the Jackets as the Grizzlies are going to have this ball, and they finally get it spotted because it went into the end zone at the 20-yard line. Running play over right side, and a host of Yellow Jackets in on the tackle.
Yeah, doing a good job there of flying around. Thought we came out this half a lot better than we did coming out after the 3-hour halftime.
Yeah, this is just a quarterback sweep to the left-hand side.
Tackle there by Bo, and Sager coming in to finish it up.
So that's going to. There was a penalty on that play that backed them up. They're going to reduce it.
They had a holding, I think.
Yes. And we've got to get everybody on the same page. We make a little change.
They couldn't figure out where they were spotting it.
Yeah, I know. They finally get it spotted back at about the 14-yard line.
That's a tough night on these referees as well.
Oh, yeah. Hard on everybody.
They all worked their main jobs all day, and then had to do that. They had several of them had to be at work early Saturday morning.
I would imagine some of them probably had Saturday games to do also.
Yeah.
Because the shortage of referees is becoming critical.
3rd and 5, they jumped off, went back to 3rd and 10, and I think they convert this one.
Yeah, I don't have a stat sheet for this. Quarterback drops straight back, looking downfield.
Yeah, she's doing a good job of throwing and catching there and getting the first down.
That's a tall wideout. He's a big target. Good job of stuffing the run.
That was a really good job.
Good penetration from her. I think from her nose guard just to back the blocker up into the hole. The running back had to pick a new route to run in.
There's the option again, and just kind of took a bad angle. He was able to cut back.
Well, his feet are quick, Coach. When he gets in open space, he's hard to bring down.
He is.
Two receivers are right wing to the right. We're still trail 17-7 here in the third quarter. And once again, the Jackets defense.
Yeah, we're doing a good job of forcing a lot of negative plays, but then they'll go 2 and 2, and then they'll chunk one for 10 or 12.
Quarterback decides to pull it down and scramble. And
Good
we're doing a good job with their basic offense. It's just they're fortunate to have a quarterback that can make something out of nothing. Early snap there.
Yeah, it was.
Illegal procedure.
Yeah. 5 yards back, makes it 3rd and 8, 9.
I think the center snapped the ball because he saw one of the linemen jumping. They made the illegal procedure. Two receivers to the right here. As the quarterback rolls to the right to the strength of the formation. Looking downfield, he decides to scramble, and then we surround him.
Yeah, good job of getting the stop that we needed coming after halftime.
4th down. They're at our 49-yard line. They're going to take a timeout and talk about it.
You don't think they really want to run the play. They just, maybe try to get us a jump and then come back out and punt it.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Punter standing back at his own 37-yard line. Good snap. They had a good snapper too.
They had a good snapper. You know, it was going to be tough to block anything, extra points, field goals.
Yeah, he got the ball back back quick.
Another good catch by McCaden back there.
At the 15-yard line, nose of the football, just touching the 15. We got Trace, the quarterback, looks to the right-hand side, takes that low snap.
Yeah, good job of throw and catch. You know, just take a 5 yard, 6 yard underneath the route.
Yeah, that's a good 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Go out here on the outside again, and this one is not able to be completed. It will bring up 3rd and 5. They had that play pretty well read that time.
Yeah, we got to do a better job out there on the edge.
2 receivers to the left. Trace has the play from the sideline, spreads the information. 1 receiver up top. Drops straight back, looking downfield. Got the man over the middle. That's Imari.
That was a good job of getting it to him, and then a good adjustment on the route of finding the hole and sitting in it and waiting for the ball.
It caught it at the 29, added another 7 or 8 yards. You like that yards after catch, those yak yards.
No doubt. It's good, big first down, and turn it over.
Yeah.
On the first down there.
So with the turnover, the Grizzlies are in great field position. They lead 17-7. We're working our way through the 3rd quarter.
So it's hard to keep up with what
Yes.
quarter it is.
Yeah, I know. It's past midnight. Our Friday night game turned into a Saturday morning affair. Good
job
defense.
Here. The ball was in the air for a long time. Thought we had a chance to pick it. They were trying to take a shot there after a turnover.
We had that covered right from the beginning, and we're back there playing center field and tried to come down with the pick. Running back dances left, dances right, and then the black shirt defense swallows him up.
Yeah, that's a good job. That's the tough part about taking a shot on first down. You run on second, it becomes third and 10.
Yeah.
Defense did a great job on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Give up 3 yards, so it's going to bring up 4th down.
They end up having I think that was another
Unsportsmanlike. Yeah, back to 15 yards, back to our 40-yard line. Brings up 3rd and almost 20. Over in a minute, we pick it off. There's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets, and down the field we go.
Yeah, you know, when we pick it, I thought it was going to be a pick 6.
So did I.
And then the quarterback chases us down. Just a testament to how good the quarterback is.
Former number 26, now to number 6, McCaden Griffin with the turnover, and Jackets are in business. We're inside their 30 at their 29.
Great job by Crosshair. Trying to run a throwback screen, and they sniffed it out. And, you know, it's a look you don't get much in practice. And he was able to pull it down and get something out of nothing. Just a tremendous play there.
Yeah, he kept his poise, saw the open field, and was able to pick up 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 6. We're at their 25-yard line, and the pound and shoot offense is going to try to stick it in the end zone here.
Good job there by Cross and Amari of just finding an opening and hitting him.
And Amari, if he gets his hands near the ball, it's caught. Going to bring up 3rd and about 4.5. Wide receivers either side, blocking back to the right.
Reverse here with Penny.
He's got speed. He's across the 20-yard line. They're pulling down from behind.
Yeah, I thought they caught a horse collar and they caught a hold, and I didn't quite see that one. So it's going to be a first down. Now it's 3rd and 7.
Yes.
Communication, you couldn't get anything. I don't know if it's going to be a first down, not a first down, until they spot it. So nonetheless, brings up a 3rd down.
We got Amari running out of the Wildcat. He breaks a couple tackles, another stiff arm. He gets inside the 20. He's down to the 11-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their 11.
Yeah, got the yardage back there from the penalty.
Yes, he did. Got it all back. Yeah, I didn't see the holding penalty downfield. I saw the jersey being tugged on. We try to run a little toss sweep here to the right-hand side. Mishandle on that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an incomplete pass.
Yep, right.
Because he dribbled it a couple times on his way out, but
run exactly the way we wanted to, but we do retain possession, correct?
Yes, yeah. Let's try a little jet sweep there to Isaiah Knowles, a freshman, who made a couple of special teams tackles. Did a great job for us.
Yeah, he had one big slobber knocker on a kickoff.
Yeah, he did.
So now we come out of the discussion, and we have the ball.
This is where they dropped the chains, so we're thinking it's goal to go.
Right.
Which is kind of changes things a lot if you look at what you're trying to do. This is the last play, I think, of the second quarter, or the third quarter, one of the quarters.
One of the quarters. It's second play.
So we think it's second and goal, and then we come back now and it's 3rd and 2.
Right.
Which is because they put the chains back up when they came over, which changes a little bit of stuff. But try to play here and just got stoned.
Yeah.
We were one block away and just got stuffed with the sumo set there. So anyway, we're down 10, so now we can kick the field goal and go down 7. So it's a 2-possession game, trying to get it to a 1-possession.
Bo Kelly snapping, Trace holding, and Carlos Lopez kicking. And folks, he doesn't get this field goal. He kicks it almost out of the stadium. I mean, he just kicked the line drive and it went deep back to the fence.
It was a little tough angle from there, but did a good job of converting and keeping us in the game. You know, we're down 7.
17-10, and we are in the fourth quarter. Our Friday night game has turned into early morning Saturday. Down to the 7-yard line.
Great job.
Yeah, good coverage.
That's Isaiah, a freshman that works his tail off on the practice field and was able to get in there on some special teams and a couple of offensive plays. But right there, he ran over the blocker and made the tackle.
Oh, he just ran through the blocker and then smacked the ball carrier.
Yeah.
I mean, I was standing down on your sideline about where it occurred, and I mean, the guys on the sideline were nuts.
Yeah, and that's another kind of momentum play. You make a good tackle like that on the kickoff.
Short gain on first down, second down and long. They try to find a receiver out there, and you guys are playing well.
Yeah, and they're getting tired. They're they from here on out they cramp up a little bit, and I feel like we've got them. We got them where we want them.
Exactly. Yeah, because the energy I see on the sideline from the Yellow Jackets is real positive. They didn't seem to be. They were mentally into
at this point right here. We think we're winning the game.
Exactly.
We didn't have any, knock on wood, didn't have any cramping going on, and felt like we had a little bit more energy here these last quarter or so than they did. Just kind of ran out of time, I guess, at the end.
1st and 10 from our 37.
This is a great job by Justin Beasley. You can't see the route, but it was they had good coverage on it, and that's just something you can't coach. But he did a good job of adjusting, and then ended up getting 7 yards out of something that.
And Trace found him with the pass.
Yes, it was a really good job.
Yeah, and he put his shoulder down and ran hard after he caught the ball. There's a nice 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Hunter White going right up the gut. We're into their territory, and right now we're feeling really good.
We are. You know, we're getting what we want to, getting the looks we want to get, and able to move the ball.
It's 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their 39-yard line. We trail 17-7 or 17-10 as we're driving to try to get this either a winning drive or a clinching drive. All right, we have 2 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left.
Yeah, we missed the first down play there. But we have to get 5 or 6.
So it's to bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Hunter went out for a play or 2, so brought Isaiah in, and Blake ran a little power read there with Trace, and was able to get it down. Got 2 or 3.
3rd and short, about 1.5 yards to go.
Yeah, Hunter's back in the game.
And he's going to be able to pick it up. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets as we get the ball spotted to about the 27-yard line of the Grizzlies.
All right, we're having some issues going on. Try a little throwback screen here to Trace.
Then he throws it, then Imari throws it back to Trace.
Yeah, good job there. It was second and forever.
It was, yeah.
So this kind of cuts it a little bit, brings up a third.
Yeah, we had to get it to the 17 and a half we had at their 43.
Yeah, so it's third and almost 20 here. We're rolling and had a penalty there that we missed, but good job here of pulling it down and giving us a chance to play another down. Brought up a 4th and 17. This is again, we're rolling and end up getting behind the sticks, but 4th down play here. Great play by the offensive line protecting, and Trace got him to him here on the sideline.
Yeah, this is a nice pass.
Great.
And I was standing right next to the sticks, and the side judge said that he got knocked out of bounds a yard or two shy of the stick, and as you can see there,
we missed about 4 yards. To the spot, which is difficult, but we shouldn't have been in that situation of a 4th and 17. But felt like we did a good job of converting and just missed it. But that happens, and that kind of ended the game. We've got timeouts, but they can just bleed it out.
Yeah, you called 3 successive timeouts here in a row, trying to get a stop or a turnover, and still have some time left on the clock, and they're able to get it upfield. And when they get that first down, that's pretty much going to be.
Yeah, when you start using timeouts, you've got to get stops, or else they can just bleed it out, and couldn't quite. I think this is where we start calling them after this play here.
Yeah, you're going to black shirt defense is going to stop them and stuff them, like you said, start using those timeouts. It gets a little extra surge there and gets some yardage.
They were able to turn the stuff into 5 or 6 yards. When time running out, you gotta make the stops when you can. It's just tough here at the end. Like I said, I thought we had momentum there, and removing the ball, had a penalty, and then
they backed us up with a couple penalties there on that last drive, and that was just a well thrown pass by Trace to Imari.
That was a great play.
I was down there listening to the discussions, which I don't get to do when I'm up in a press box, and it was entertaining, but at the same time very disheartening that they made a call like that.
A good tackle there by McCaden. So we still got a chance here. We can get a turnover. At least call the 4th down. These snaps kept being low, so I thought we might get a fumble possibly.
Yeah.
The last 4 or 5 snaps they had were down at his feet. He did a good job of fielding them.
He did, and they were able to get the first down and run out the rest of the clock. And like we said, the Friday night lights turned into a Saturday early morning finish to this ball game. But like I said, I like the energy that I saw out of this team coming out of that 3 and a half hour break.
We had them there at the end. Felt like we had a little more energy, and just couldn't quite get it done there toward the end.
Yeah, it's just a tough physical game to open up with, and the seasoning of the young guys that are getting a lot of starts. Hey, what did we replace? 17, 18 starters from last year.
Pretty good bit.
Yeah. So big experience factor here, and they will grow from this, I'm sure.
And that ends it there. That was the 3rd down conversion that they were able to get, and I took them there on the last play of the game.
Yeah, tough game. We've had some doozies as far as over the years. At the time that 15 years as an assistant, your 6th year as a head coach, so 2 decades plus of we've seen some weird things. We've seen the lights go out at Chattooga, and then the cell phones twinkling in this like the evening stars.
Yeah, nothing quite like this. That was the first. Would have been I told them there during one of the breaks. It's going to be a good story one day. Hopefully we were going to be able to come back and win the game. Didn't quite work out there, but Very proud of the guys for fighting up until the end. Kept giving us a chance to stay in the game. You know, despite everything that was going on, able to keep the focus and get out there and battle against a very good football team. You know, it's a very strong, tough, well-coached team, kind of like what we're going to play next week when we play Westminster. We got a week off, and then play Westminster in 2 weeks, and it'll be a very similar style team that's going to be hard-nosed and physical, and so it'll have a work cut out for us in a couple weeks, but we'll have a week off that's coming up, so hopefully we can get some injured guys some rest and some rehab and see where they are next week.
Yeah, Creekview of Region 6-5A, and then we've got 3 consecutive 4A schools before we get back into our 3A region and go from there. Yeah, lots of injuries, lots of things going on. We need this 2 weeks off to heal, because we'll host Westminster on September 30th, which is Alumni Night, and we'll be honoring the state championship 2014 football team before the game. We need some healing time, and we need to get some continuity on where guys that are just get put into a new position, like on game night because of an injury. Now you get that repetition.
At the end of the day, you know, it's that's why we stress those backup guys, those 13 guys. You got to make sure that even if you're not getting the reps that you want to get, you got to make sure you're getting mental reps so that you're ready. And I feel like we did. You know, I think the guys went in and didn't have too many mental busts with the new guys that we had in there. So I feel like they did step up and play well. You know, it's just a matter of, you know, piecing all that together and not making mistakes that we made, especially these first few games. Every year, first of the season, it comes down to the special teams turnovers and blocking and tackling, and being in shape. And I feel like special teams and we're in shape to play a full quarter football game. So we've got a couple of those things. We've got to shore up those other 4 for these next couple of games and be ready to go.
Yeah, don't you feel like the conditioning aspect is there, that you just played a 5.5-hour game? So the conditioning's there, because I didn't see any situation, and I'll say it again. I like the intensity. I like the attitude of the guys coming out of it. We appreciate you watching the Coach Clay Stephenson Show, brought to you by Mohawk Industries, Locklear Plumbing, The iPlace, Sonic, and Engineered Floors. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Hope the weather has got to be better in 2 weeks on September 30th when we host the Westminster Wildcats in the second game of the season. Any final comments before we get back to our regular duties?
No, we're ready to get this week. It's weird having a week off already, but it's also
we haven't had this in a long time.
It's also much needed. It was actually both of our off weeks during the first 5 weeks of the season, 6 weeks. So a little different of a schedule, but it's what we had to put together, what we worked with. So JV in 9th grade doesn't start this week, starts next week. So looking, I think Cass is our first game.
Not this coming week, but the week after.
Yeah, middle school plays Cartersville this week on Wednesday at home, and it's a 7th grade game at 5. The 8th grade game will be right after that. So, you know, everything's pretty much in full swing.
Well, we're going to be home the next time we do a ball game, so that means our live broadcast will be able to get out over the air, and we won't have, even if we do have to fight Mother Nature, we won't get kicked out of the press box this time around. We appreciate you tuning in. You've been watching the Coach Clay Stephenson Show.